Jim, the final away game of the season, how do you reflect on that?
I'm not sure where to begin really, James. The first half I thought was very flat. We looked like a team that was coming into the game off the back of a really bad defeat on Sunday. Second half I thought was excellent really, albeit there's bits of our game that we need to make better in terms of defensively. We gave away far too many opportunities, but I thought the quality of the 3 goals we scored were excellent. You're asking substitutions to go on and make an impact. We certainly got that. Cammy getting a goal, Colin getting a goal, Dylan Connolly causing all kinds of problems down there left hand side, and put a great ball in for Colin's equaliser. At 2-0, I think lesser teams would have crumbled and would have just accepted defeat. But I have to give the players really good credit for keeping going and showing great character to take something from the game.
Crazy last sort of 15 minutes as well, when you bring it back to 2 each, to concede so quickly, to go 3-2 behind, to then make it 3 each. What does that say about the boys?
Yeah, well, it's character, isn't it? I mean, that's what you talk about, and they've shown that all season. Whenever they've suffered any kind of disappointment, they've never allowed it to affect them. And like I said, 2-0 down, it would have been very easy to let the game get away from us, but they didn't do that. Jamie McGrath gets one back and gives us all a little bit of hope and a wee bit of belief. And then we made the subs, and as I said, they had a real impact. We did give away far too many goal scoring opportunities to Kilmarnock, and that's something that we'll look at. When we got it back to 3 each, we just felt, let's keep going, let's try and go and get the 4th goal, and we left 2 defenders back the park with Flinney sitting in front of them, and Kilmarnock hit us on the break a few times, and we could have lost it in the end because without Jack Hannock, who's been outstanding all year, I don't think anybody needs me to say that. He comes up with a brilliant save at the end to rescue the point. So at half time, if you'd have offered me a point, I think we'd have took it for how poor the first half was. It keeps us in the hunt for 7th, which is very important. And there was a number of really good individual performances as well, which I'm really, really pleased about.
Yeah, just in terms of individual performances, you put in a couple of young players. Jay Henderson started again today. Daniel Finlayson just his second start, especially for Daniel coming up against a player with the experience of Kyle Lafferty. How do you think he did?
I thought Daniel done really well. Daniel had a very nervy first 45 minutes against Hamilton. I thought the second 45 he was excellent. Tonight again, playing against a senior Northern Ireland international, he's not going to get a much better test than that. And Daniel will learn so much from tonight's game. I thought he done really well, I have to say. He made a couple of decent recovery tackles in the first half, competed really well aerially. There's so many positives that Daniel can take from tonight, but obviously there's huge parts of his game that he needs to learn and do better. And he's an honest boy. He knows that himself. But I think he can be very pleased with his overall performance. I thought Jay Henderson was outstanding. It's that time of the season where guys are getting knocks, unfortunately. Ilkay Dermot started the game tonight, but he was feeling his groin a wee bit, so precautionary took him off at half time. Joe Shaughnessy took a bang on the knee on Sunday, so that's why we felt we'll just go with Daniel in there. And we still want 7th. It wasn't a case of not trying to win the game tonight. I still believe that we had enough on the pitch to go and do that. But look, it was a very entertaining game, James. Of course, there's we can look at the negatives or we can look at the positives, and I'd rather look at the positives at this moment in time and congratulate the players for taking something from the game.
You mentioned obviously a couple of players there, Dermot and Shaughnessy, with kind of injury niggles. Do you think they'll be available for Sunday?
It's unlikely. Joe is going for a scan on Friday. He kind of opened up his medial ligament a little bit. Nothing serious, but probably a couple of weeks away. Ilkay, he's got a problem with his hip and his groin. So again, I think the weekend will probably come too soon for him. But delighted to have the Jay Henderson available and playing so well tonight. And Jay's one that we're all very, very excited about. He's got to learn the position. He's never played that wing back role before. He's always liked to play in a 4-2-3-1 and on the left hand side, coming in on his right foot. So he's still learning that position, and we'll work hard with him during pre-season to make sure he knows how to play it, because you can see the quality that he's got. His weight of pass for Cammy McPherson's goal is brilliant. So Dylan Connolly as well on the other side. So we've got plenty of options in the wide areas that we don't need to worry too much about Ilkay missing Sunday. But We're in the hunt for 7th. That's what we wanted. I think you told me a while back that 43 was the most points that we've had in a Premier League season. So tonight we surpassed that with 44, and hopefully on Sunday we can get to 47. And if we can get 7th place, I think it'll be a very positive season all round.
Finally looking to Sunday, how much are you looking forward to that as the season comes to a close, and how much can you take from this season?
I think it's been a very demanding season mentally for everybody because of all the difficulties that we've had off the pitch and all the restrictions that have been put in place. And there's, as a football manager, all you want to be able to, or all you want to have to worry about is the training and the match day. But there's been a hell of a lot of other stuff that we've had to concern ourselves with behind the scenes. So I think, probably like most managers out there, I'm looking forward to the season coming to an end. I'm looking forward to having a few weeks with the family and rest and recuperate again. But at the same time, I'm really excited for next season too, because we're going to keep the majority of this group for next year, and we're going to try and add some real quality to it in the summer. And if we do that, then hopefully we'll be able to go a little bit further than what we did this year.
Jim, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, James.
Cheers, Gaffer.